Hi, this is Tyler from iSPORT. We're talking about balance today, looking at different implements to use to help you have an unstable surface to challenge your balance, and looking at different reasons why we would use different balance implements and what body parts we would be challenging with those things. So, a couple different options here. This is a foam pad, just soft, squishy, as you see me push my foot down into there. That creates a little instability and a different surface for us to deal with. This is a Dyna disc filled with air, slightly filled with air to kind of create a unstable surface to challenge our ankle stability. This is a Bosu, which can be worked with the platform side up or the rounded side up. It gets a little more squishiness. Now the last implement here is a water bag. This is halfway filled with water to create a little bit more jiggle and wiggle, but this is used on a firm surface to create unstable surfaces. So looking at down these implements here, a lot of times we'll use the Airx pad as a progression from the ground prior to going up on a Dyna disc. It's firm but soft, so very good, common for ankle injuries, early post-op, knee or hip, where we got to work on some stability and staying nice and strong through a grounded foot. Progressing forward, I like using the Dyna disc a lot for ankles as well, where I'm going to be challenging all the musculature around the ankle to get it stronger in a nice, stable way. Always pushing down. We can do a bunch of different movements on here. There's always different dynamics that we can have. We can either just stand and stay static, or we can lower down, touch the ground, bring ourselves back up. Different ways of going into, challenging into a Superman, challenging the rest of the body while on an unstable surface. Going to the Bosu on a flat side up. I have this one as an option because I like this to go up the joint a little bit. Not working the ankle, but working the knee, quad, hamstring, getting a good co-contraction to learn how to fire those things. Keys are getting onto the Bosu from the flat side up. Get confident. Find the middle of your foot, middle of the ball. Get confident over the ball, pushing in. This is what we call a co-contraction. Fire the quad, fire the hamstring, fire the glute, pushing down into the ball to create good tension. Meanwhile, this back leg is still helping me out. I slowly transition forward and release the back leg. This trains the push. So as we get this, we can do our little baby squats. Again, like I said, we can do it in a Superman position, or even go into a single leg multi-touch that we utilize a lot. Reason I like to use this before we go into a strength training workout, I'll do it as a warm-up before the workout, because it teaches that push. So then when we get into a position where we're working a single leg on a firm surface, and we can do a normal squat, and I know how to push down in. The idea of getting pressure into the ground and driving through the foot by firing the muscles is a big key for stability and strength. Over to our last tool here, the progression forward. Pushing down into the firm surface of the Bosu, and then pushing down into the firm surface of the ground while having something on top of your body, sloshing around and creating instability. So if we throw this up on our back, we can hold it different ways. This is just one choice on our back. Now I have to really focus on driving down, stabilizing through a single leg. And I can move into a tap, and I have to always push down. Meanwhile, this bag is pushing sideways, and I've got to control that. This slosh back and forth creates the instability up top while pushing through a firm surface on the ground. So thinking about that going forward, where do we usually play? What's our field of sport? It's usually a firm surface. So we need to learn how to push through a firm surface. So I challenge you, anytime you're doing balance work, don't just think about all the implements here. Make sure we're doing firm surface-based training as well, so that we're just working on driving through the ground through a strong, firm ground. Always pushing into it. So challenge yourself by doing different things, but always think about, feel free to use the regular ground as much as you can as well. Thank you.